What's up, welcome back to Nostalgia. Dave here with a review of Jpegmafia's fifth album, I Lay Down My Life for You. Peggy back, first album since his collab with Danny Brown last year, Scaring the Hoes. Of course, Jpegmafia, I think people know him well at this point. He's really established as a more independent, more underground alternative rapper who at this point has been making music for a long time and has really developed and cultivated a loyal fan base for, again, many album cycles at this point. So whenever he releases anything, it's very exciting because he is a really unique rapper. Jpegmafia's fifth album, I Lay Down My Life for You, is very much classic Peggy. The frenetic energy, the unpredictability to his music is on full display throughout this album. Different vocal inflection, rock elements, pitch changes, very layered and varied production. It's never boring and it's also never samey. 14 songs, 41 minutes. I think a lot of these songs really hit. You have stuff that goes incredibly hard, like the single Sin Miedo, with the guitar and the synths just really goes. But then you also have stuff that's a lot softer and straightforward, such as Either On or Off the Drugs. There's some really awesome background vocals on this as well. Great feature from Vince Staples. A throwaway Drake disc bar as well. Not new to Peggy, he's done that before. It's kind of the whole package. I think this album is awesome. One of my favorite rap albums of the year. Just kind of running through the songs here. The first song, I scream this in the mirror before I interact with anyone. Really awesome first line from Peggy, saying if he was a basketball player, he'd be like Dylan Brooks, but worse. I think that's really funny, really specific. Love that. That song, the drums with the cymbal hits immediately grabs your attention. The guitar drops in. Song kind of starts and stops. A really effective intro. I mentioned Sin Miedo. I think that one's really hard. I'll Be Right There. I like this one. Has the strings really filtering in nicely, then the background choir, like low-key belting, really goes. It's dark and hell is hot. I like this one a lot. Kind of different, as for track 4, pitched up vocals from Peggy, almost giving you like Despicable Me Minion energy in a good way. I think sometimes when Peggy like switches up the pitches, switches up the vocals a little bit, auto-tune, whatever it might be, sometimes he almost is like a little hard to like decipher and understand, but I think a song like this, it works quite well. One of the best songs on the album, New Black History, featuring Vince Staples. Vince has a really fun flow, really matches the beat. Then you have this like Future sample, where at first I thought, I was like, is Peggy doing Future like vocal inflection? No, it's actually just Future. Nice horns on that song too. That's where the Drake bar pops up. Don't Rely on Other Men. I love the bass hits on that. The guitar sounds great. Kind of this orchestral outro as the song concludes. Again, there's just so much variety across the production. It's really engaging. Vulgar Display of Power. What a ludicrous song title. The guitar and drums, though, really awesome. Ex-Military. This one really stood out to me. This one is fire. It's a obvious but still amazing sample. It's the After Laughter Comes Tears sample from Wendy Renee, aka the sample used by Wu-Tang Clan on Tears. You know it instantly. It's iconic, and Peggy doesn't spit hot fire the way the Wu did, but I think he matches the beat well, and it's a fun use of the sample. JPEG Ultra, as the name suggests, features Denzel Curry. Fun collab, of course. A lot. They're often two sides of the same coin as rappers in that regard. They have similar influences, similar sounds, and I think the song's fine. I would have liked this one to hit a little harder than hitting, honestly, the Denzel performance kind of reminds me of the recent tape from him. It's fine. It's good. It's nothing spectacular. As I mentioned, Either On or Off the Drugs. I love that it's just like a softer, almost like a smoother, less touched up Peggy performance. And he had that softer background singing. It's very soulful. I think this song is really awesome. And it's funny to like really celebrate one of the softer and quote unquote quieter songs from Peggy, an album like this, which is so varied and so loud, often has so engaging. But this also engaged me just as much. I think that just speaks to the breadth of Peggy's abilities, is how versatile he is in terms of different songs he can make. From there, the album kind of fades out for me with those last 3 songs, although I have to say, Buzzy Lee's singing on Don't Put Anything on the Bible, I thought was really nice as well. But overall, Is this better than Veteran? Is this better than his 2019 album, All My Heroes Are Cornballs? To me, it's right up there with those, at the very least. I think it's a great album, one of my favorite rap albums of the year, and Peggy remains just a one of one, honestly, in the best possible way. But let me know, what's your favorite moment about Jpegmafia's latest album? I mean, there's so much going on here. Everyone probably has a different favorite moment. Let me know what you like most about this album, and more rap reviews, more music reviews. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.